What separates the good from the great in the world of business? This question is at the heart of our exploration today, taking us on a journey through the insights of the renowned book, Good to Great: Why Some Companies Make the Leap and Others Don't. Penned by the brilliant mind of Jim Collins, this book is not just another business manual. It's a comprehensive study that scrutinizes the rise and fall of 28 companies over a span of 5 years. The goal? To discern the key factors that propelled some companies to greatness, while others fell by the wayside. The book is built on the foundation of 3 core concepts: disciplined people, disciplined thought, and disciplined action. Each concept is a pillar that supports the structure of a potentially great company. But what does it mean to have discipline in these areas? How do disciplined people differ from their counterparts? What is disciplined thought, and how does it contribute to the company's success? How does disciplined action play out in the day-to-day operations of a business? These are the questions we'll dive into as we dissect the book's ideas. Disciplined people are those who embody the values and vision of the company, consistently performing at their best. Disciplined thought involves facing the brutal facts, yet maintaining an unwavering faith in the company's potential to triumph. And disciplined action? It's about focusing on what you do best and sticking to it, no matter the trends or fads that come and go. But there's more to the story. Throughout the book, Collins paints a picture of what it takes to leap from good to great, using real-life examples and empirical evidence. He challenges conventional wisdom, upends status quo thinking, and presents a new paradigm for business success. So, if you've ever wondered why some businesses soar to unprecedented heights while others barely take off, this exploration is for you. Get ready to discover the key factors that can transform a good company into a great one. Greatness starts at the top, with Level 5 leadership. This is a concept that forms the backbone of successful companies, and it's one that we're going to delve into right now. At the heart of Level 5, leadership is a unique blend of personal humility and professional will, 2 seemingly contrasting traits that together create a formidable force. These leaders aren't the ones basking in spotlights or hogging headlines. Instead, they're the quiet, unassuming individuals who consistently prioritize the success of their companies over any personal recognition. They are dedicated, resilient, and carry a steely resolve that drives their teams towards success. They create a culture of excellence, where the collective goal is always to elevate the company, not individual egos. Their humility keeps them grounded, while their professional will pushes them to achieve the extraordinary. They're not just leaders, they're catalysts for greatness. Indeed, a humble yet determined leader is the first step towards greatness. Who is more important than what in the journey to greatness? This idea encapsulates the second chapter of our exploration. Great companies, those that leap from good to great, do not start by asking where they're heading, but rather who is joining them on the journey. They ensure they have the right people on board the bus, and equally important, the wrong people off it, before deciding on the direction. This isn't just about having a competent team, but a committed one. A group of individuals who possess not just the skills, but also the drive to push the company forward. Because when you have the right people, they will figure out the best path to greatness. They will be able to adapt and steer the company in the right direction, even if the initial destination changes. So, as we delve deeper into the transition from good to great, let's not forget the essence of this chapter. Remember, it's the people who turn a good company into a great one. Facing reality is a non-negotiable in the pursuit of greatness. In the journey from good to great, there's no room for sugarcoating the truth. It's crucial to take a hard, unflinching look at the current state of affairs. You see, every company has its own set of brutal facts, those harsh truths, those raw realities that might be difficult to swallow. It could be a dwindling market share, a flawed product, or even a dysfunctional team. But the ability to confront these brutal facts head-on, without losing faith, is what separates the great from the merely good. This isn't about fostering a culture of negativity. It's about fostering a culture of honesty, transparency, and resilience. It's about believing, with an unwavering conviction, that no matter how brutal the facts, you can and will prevail. Only when we confront the brutal facts can we pave the way for great solutions. Because in the end, greatness isn't born from comfort zones, but from the courage to face reality. Ever wondered what a hedgehog can teach us about business success? Well, let's dive into the hedgehog concept, a guiding principle that can propel companies from good to great. The hedgehog concept is an intersection of three crucial aspects. Imagine it as a Venn diagram, where each circle represents a different component. The first circle encompasses what you're deeply passionate about. Passion is the fuel that drives our actions. It's the spark that ignites our ambitions. A company without passion is like a car without gas. It simply won't go far. The second circle represents what you can be best in the world at. Here's the key. It's not about being good. It's about striving for greatness. It's about identifying your unique strengths and leveraging them to create a competitive edge. Just as a hedgehog excels at one thing, rolling into a prickly, impenetrable ball when threatened, a company should identify and excel at its core competency. The third circle is about what drives your economic engine. This is the financial aspect of the equation. It's about understanding what generates revenue and what sustains your business growth. It's about finding the balance between passion and profitability, and recognizing that they are not mutually exclusive. When these three circles intersect, that's where the hedgehog concept lies. It's this sweet spot that great companies aim to find and operate within. It gives them a clear direction and a simple yet profound guiding principle. It's not about being a jack of all trades, but about mastering one that aligns with your passion and economic viability. The hedgehog concept is a powerful tool in the arsenal of any business, big or small. It encourages focus, clarity, and strategic decision-making. It reminds us that success doesn't come from being good at many things, but from being great at one thing that matters most. So the next time you see a hedgehog, remember this. Like a hedgehog, great companies focus on doing one thing and doing it best. Discipline and technology, two critical ingredients of a great company. When we talk about discipline, we're not just referring to a stern boss or rigid guidelines. Rather, it's about creating a system where every team member understands their responsibilities and is committed to fulfilling them. It's about fostering a culture where people have the freedom to work within a framework of accountability. Now let's bring technology into the mix. Great companies don't just chase after every shiny new gadget. Instead, they use technology as an accelerator, a tool to drive their disciplined strategies forward. They carefully select technologies that align with their goals, enhancing their operations without causing distractions or unnecessary complexity. Think of discipline as the engine of a car, propelling it forward, with technology as the turbo boost, providing that extra kick when needed. Together, they create a powerful vehicle that can overcome obstacles and reach new heights. With discipline and the right technology, a company can accelerate its path to greatness. Greatness is not an event, but a process. This is a principle that we've seen woven through each chapter of Good to Great, and it comes to a head in the final concept of the book, the flywheel and the doom loop. Imagine a massive, heavy flywheel. It's a huge metal disc mounted horizontally on an axle. It's about 100 feet in diameter, 2 feet thick, and it weighs about 25 tons. At first, getting that thing to move takes a lot of effort. You push and you push and you push. And finally, it gets going a tiny bit. And then you keep pushing and it moves a bit more. And you keep pushing, and after a tremendous amount of effort, you get it to one full rotation. But you don't stop there. You keep pushing, and the flywheel begins to move a bit faster, and then a bit faster still. And after a while, at some point, boom, it hits the breakthrough. That heavy flywheel is now working with you. It's spinning on its own. In some ways, it's even pulling you. Its momentum is unstoppable. That's the flywheel. It's the process of relentlessly pushing in a consistent direction, building momentum until you hit the point of breakthrough. It's the result of disciplined decisions and persistent actions over time. But what about the doom loop? The doom loop is the opposite. It's what happens when companies chase after quick fixes, fads, or new directions without any consistent idea of where they're going or why they're changing. They try to jump to breakthroughs without first getting the flywheel moving. The result is that they find themselves stuck in a never-ending cycle of disappointment, with no momentum, no build-up, and ultimately, no breakthrough. The key takeaway here is that there are no shortcuts to greatness. It's not about one big decision, one key hire, or one innovative product. It's about the cumulative effect of many small initiatives, diligently pursued and executed, that add up over time. In the end, the leap from good to great is not a single leap, but a series of disciplined decisions and persistent actions over time.